Hey guys, welcome to another live stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday, and it is a Monday, and for most of us, I think it's a holiday. At least I had a holiday, so I had a day off where I sat on my butt and was gonna work on videos, which I didn't. I just sat on my butt. That always happens, right? I don't know. I've just haven't been I don't know, really hyped on making videos lately. So just doing live streams mainly, and yeah, I just been lazy. You know how it is, right, guys? It happens. So I'm just trying to find my second wind and stuff. So, anyways, welcome everyone. And whoops, that was showing the wrong thing here. But shout out to everyone that's on board. Clear EG Watt Tower and Caleb Weiss. I think they already left. They just popped in to say hi or whatever, see if the stream was going. But hey, Pastor Road, Ryan Niemer, Keith Bordley, how you doing? Yahoo. Pieria, I hope I'm saying that right. Yahoo, this is the first time I've seen you here. How you doing? Joshua Burka, how are you doing? Anyways, it is just a Q&A. We're just going to sit here and chat a little bit. And yeah. Pastor Dort Rhodes just refilled his vape and opened a new monster. Nice. You know what? I think I have to refill my vape again. I got a new mod and I don't know why it's like eating up all my juice like really quick. So no clue what's going on with that one. But yeah, Caleb Weiss making $25 an hour watching this. Nice! Yeah, I love that. Working while you get to watch YouTube. That's always a thing, isn't it? Pardon me, guys. Yeah, but before we move on, guys, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I will be on Fish Nerd Vlog channel, and we are doing a live stream. We're going to talk about nano reef tanks, so don't forget that. So again, it is Fish Nerd Vlog, so be sure to check that out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That would be 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? And I have no clue what it is all over the rest of the world, so you guys gotta have to look that up if you're interested in talking a little about a nano reefscape, because I've been talking about doing one, or at least a nano reef tank. And I have two 10-gallon tanks right now sitting. They're not really doing anything. One's just to grow out plants. But yeah, so make sure you check that out again. Again, Fish Nerd Vlog, 6 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, Pacific time. Yeah. Anyway, so yahoo! Watching this while really thinking on changing my entire hardscape. Hey, you know that's how it is. I change my tanks all the time. It happens, especially when I get bored of them, and which I do really quickly sometimes. But it's a lot of work sometimes, and it just drives me nuts. So, anyways, gonna go home and rearrange my Aflasica tank. Nice. That's really cool. You got to get on the Facebook group and share some pictures of that tank. Take a look at what you got going there. Oh, you're saying here we go. So yeah, there must be a huge lot going on. Either I'm just backed up on the chat, but it's nice to hear you guys chatting and talking. If you guys got any questions or anything to share, just pop them down below, because that's what it is today. No trivia today. There is one thing. One way till more people get on board, I think, and that is we're gonna try to name Past the Dirt Roads new beta. Yeah, he's asking for everyone to chime in and stuff. So I will show a little bit of a couple of pictures of his new beta. So we'll get that going in a moment. Early 1986. Thank you. He said nice intro. Let's see. Yahoo! I'd like a mountainscape, but I'm gonna go with Iwigumi State with a S-Rep. Well, why don't you go with a Iwigumi style with Reppin's carpet mountainscape? You know, those rocks, especially in Iwigumi style, you can make it look completely mountainous. So, that might be something you could think about doing if you want to just do both of it, Ryan Namer says, I'm debating on getting a 3 or 6 gallon frameless tank and doing a planet and shrimp. Do it. And, that's actually quite a fun thing to do. So, Hey, Spoiled Fish, welcome on board too. The live chat. Glad to have you here today on board, joining us today. I didn't think anyone was going to come because Steam Fonts actually has his stream going right now. But it's good to see you guys. Yeah, I decided to do the stream just because, I guess announced that tomorrow I'm doing that live chat with Fish Nerd Vlog, as well as just I don't know, hanging out. It gets kind of boring, lonely, you know. So you gotta talk to someone, at least somebody, once in a while. And yeah, sorry, my kitty's down there doing something. What are you doing? Hey, be nice. Pastoral says a 3-gallon Blue Dream shrimp tank. Nice. Good to see that. Hey, Daniel Garcia, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Oh, Caleb Weiss, you are still here. Good to hear that. Glad you didn't just take off on me. Hey, Melody Collins, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well this fine Monday. We are just hanging out and chatting, just seeing what's up with what everyone else is doing. Cameron Nichols, welcome to the chat. Josh Spiger, thanks for asking. How are you? Doing good. I think you're talking to someone else, I think. No, Ryan, I wasn't talking to you about your name. I know your name. I was talking about the other one. I can't even remember. Yahoo Pieria. I suck at names. I'm sorry. Marcus Studio. I want to stock my freshwater 16-gallon aquarium. It's already has a bristlenose pleco and an apple snail. Don't worry, it's cycled. And all, but the rules are no plants. I only have fake plants. I want small, easy fish. Why don't you have? Oh, because your pleco. Your pleco might eat plants. You never know. But if you keep it fed and keep it full, usually it won't go after your plants. So something to think about. You want small, easy fish. Get some. Get some schooling fish, or shoaling fish. You always go with the classics, Cardinal Tetras or Cardinal Neons or whatever. One of my favorites are Rummy Nose Tetras. Really love them. Let's see. Agent Don Juan, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Okay, Weiss got a 40 breeder newly planted. Nice. Glad to hear that. I love those 40 breeders. They're great tanks for planting. The 20-gallon longs are nice. But I find that I run out of room, especially when I'm, supplying everything for the plants and it's just growing out of control. Like my 20-gallon long right now, it's just really hard because there's not much space to grow much in it. It's just going out of control, especially that stupid dwarf Sagittaria, which I will get to pulling it all out of my tank, and you guys will see a video of that. I just don't know how the hell I'm going to do that. So, but we'll get to it. Ryan Namer. Hold on a second here. Let me go somewhere really quick. I need to check something. Let's see. Just wanted to make sure it's actually you. Well, either way, I see Ryan Namer here all the time. Which one? Ryan Boo. Is this you, Ryan Boo? Ryan Namer? Ryan Boo? I don't know. Everyone's name's always different, so... Josh Esperka, when should I cut off Amazon baby sword plants? I'm assuming that it's growing, you have a runner that's growing out. Normally, I just snipped a runner out. It had about 4 or 5 plants on it. I snipped it then. You can snip it whenever you want. I did the snip about 2-3 weeks ago, and now 2 more plants are growing out of it. So, yeah, you snip them whenever you think you're ready to, and you should be okay. Normally I have them they're about 2-inch leaves when I snip them. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Yahoo, any advice on getting rid of hair algae? My cherry shrimp don't really touch it. No, I find livestock don't really eat the hair algae. Hair algae is really easy to get rid of, and my simple suggestion, the solution to that is balance your tank. Something on your tank is off balance. And I know it's like a very generalization of how to get rid of it, but getting rid of a hair algae, really, when I get it, I just either put on my CO2 because I didn't have enough, or I need to dose a little bit more, or cut down the dosing, cut down the CO2, or cut down on the lighting, whatever it is. I keep the tank balanced and it goes away after a week. Otherwise, you're just going to keep battling it. So find the source of the problem and then go after it and fix the source, not actually a hair allergy. Other than that, you can remove it with, get a toothbrush and just curl it up like spaghetti and then pull it out. Otherwise, I have no clue other than how to just keep it away, other than just get your tank balanced up. Make sure you got you got not too much lighting, but you have enough lighting to, if you have CO2, to push it at the same time. You just gotta keep that balance. Check out my balancing tank video. That'll tell you a lot more than how I explain it and stuff. It's a lot of testing, making sure things go right and stuff like that. Ryan Niemer, I'll be right back. Some issues, it seems. Don't we all have issues? I read somewhere that about flagfish, but they'll eat my shrimp. They also go pretty big. I don't know how big of a tank you have. So yeah, flagfish do that. I mean, people report they do, but again, I just fix it by fixing my tank. So, Ryan KB, how are you doing, sir? So there are two people, Ryan KB and Ryan Niemer. Which one of you guys are my mods on the Facebook? I don't know which one it is. Let's see here. Where is Ryan Niemer? Where is... Sorry. I had to jump over here for a bit. And I need to mod you up. So I'll go ahead and mod Ryan Niemer. And since Ryan Niemer, you always showing up on my chats. And Ryan KB, since you're always showing up my chats. So you guys get to be mods. Mod it. Be my mods on my live chats. Tiki Taki says, cool videos, bro. Not to get so mad to punch a duck. Aquariums are supposed to be zen. Yeah, I guess you're the one that left the duck comment, right? Yeah. I said something about punching a duck in, I think it was my dry start method video, was it? That's funny. It's really cool they... people actually take it with them. Hey, Benjamin's13, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. Yahoo! I hope I'm saying your name, pronouncing your name right. Well, nothing better than try it, I guess. Do you know what issue causes hair algae as well? Again, hair algae is something off in your tank. Most likely, it's just too much lighting. Usually, that's the case. But you can fix that by either lower the lighting or keep the lighting as is and give your plant CO2 so that it grows faster and outcompetes the algae for the nutrients in the tank. Or dose less. You might need a dose less. I don't know what your dosing regimen is. Yeah, Benjamin, it is a long time no see, sir. But it's good to see you. Just call you Jay. It's way easier. All right, done. I'll call you Jay, which I'll forget that I should just call you Jay in a little bit because I tend to do that. Yes, there's two Ryans here. There can only be one. You guys could duke it out. Go chop each other's head off or whatever. I don't know. It's not my business. Cameron goes, yes, hair algae is caused by highlighting and excess nitrogen, which is caused by both. Just, again, get that balance going and you should be fine. Yes and no, assuming that Ryan KB says in order to get rid of hair algae, you need to up your CO2, assuming that he's using CO2. If he's not using CO2, lower the lighting. Dose less, maybe. Water changes does help, but it only helps. It's only a quick fix, you know. Yeah, Rummy Nose Tetras, 83 silver dub. Welcome to the chat. Glad to see you on board. Yeah, Rummy Nose, one of my favorites. I love them. They're really cool to watch. So, yeah. Jay says he has personalized CO2 and it's on the green mark on the drop checker. Well, make sure you can pump it up a little bit more. Give it a couple more, give it one more maybe bubble per second. I'm not saying a couple. That might just push it out. But make sure you have surface agitation so that your equilibrium between your CO2 and O2 is balanced. The more oxygen that is in your tank, the more CO2 you can pump in your tank for your plants and not catch your fish. So, I suggest to everyone, make sure you have surface agitation. All my tanks, surface agitation from the output of my filter usually. And that does the trick, you know. And you do 25. I suggest if you do have pressurized CO2, go in and up it a little, you know. My drop checker, I don't suggest using a drop checker to determine how much CO2 you have in your tank. I suggest use the chart, measure KH and pH, and do it that way. I'll have a video out in a bit about that. But where was I going with this? Yeah, the drop checker. Yeah, all my drop checkers, when I had them, I stopped using them because, I mean, they look cool in the tank, but they're kind of useless to me. After a while, you just kind of know how much CO2 to put in your tank, and you figure it out just by looking at the tank. But a green mark on your drop checker is fine. All my drop, like I said, goes to yellow or bright yellow. Nothing wrong with my livestocks because I keep that equilibrium between O2 and CO2 balanced. So I never had a problem with that. So always keep those in balance. Everyone's like, oh, but you're going to waste CO2. You're going to waste CO2 no matter what. CO2 leaves the water. It gets to a certain point where there's only so much gas you can have in that water, depending on the pressure and the temperature of your water, before it just escapes the water itself. So it's going to happen regardless. And I don't know why people are like so hip on trying to save every single bubble of CO2 per second when they have to. Don't think of that. Don't think like that, right? You're gonna get those tank refilled anyways. If you have to change it all the time, either you have a leak somewhere, or you just need to get a bigger, CO2 tank. So don't freak too much on that kind of thing. All right, get that surface agitation going, so you have O2 levels in your tank that will cover and raise that CO2 level you're allowed to have in the tank. Do it that way. All right, Ryan KB. Okay, you're my FB mod. All right, cool. Because I know there's 2 Ryans that comes on my live chat all the time. But it's all right. I'll mod both of you anyways. You guys are here enough all the time anyways. So it looks like Past Dirt Road's helping Jay out there right now, talking about the lighting part. Medium lighting, it came with your tank? Interesting. I would probably up your CO2 a little then, it sounds like. It's right too, yeah, okay. Apple snails eat hair algae? I know what? I'm not too sure. I'm not too up on snails, really. So, yeah. Daniel Garcia. Hi, I have a 20 long and using Seachem Flourish. Okay, how often should I dose? Same with Flourish Excel. I do not suggest ever using Flourish Excel. It's snakeskin oil. That's what I think, anyways. But just dose it per what the instruction says on your on the bottles. All right, Seachem Flourish will not give you all the nutrients you need for your plants. Okay, that's just micronutrients. You don't have to get a bottle of, if you want to supply your plants with everything, use the Flourish, and then for your micronutrients, and then for your macronutrients, you're going to get a bottle of potassium, nitrogen, and phosphorus. All right, that'll provide your plants with the big 3 macronutrients. The 4th big 3 is carbon, so that is done by using CO2. Right near, well, you're a mod now on my live chat, so meh. Hey, Angelina Asher, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you on board here. Guess it's the first time I recognize your name. Tevon Lawrence, how you doing, buddy? I'm fighting against string algae and green algae. I have 3 swords, 3 Anubias, Java moss, and duckweed, but I have some leaves are white. I know it's because I'm doing too many water changes. Because I don't know what your setup is, so it's going to be hard to tell. I know one thing is that you have really slow growing plants in your tank other than the duckweed. So, I mean, you got to let us know what else you have. Do you have CO2? What kind of lighting you have on your tank? Or how you're dosing it. So we could kind of help you try to balance out the whole tank and everything. So, yeah. You can't go wrong with 2 Ryans, though. It is when you have to call them out. Hey, Ryan! Yeah. That'd be hard to do, right? Blacksmith TV, how you doing? Welcome. What's up? Your videos really helped me out. Thanks. Awesome. I'm glad they helped you out. If you have any questions or any other comments or anything, just post them here in the chat. We'll get to them and answer them. But welcome to the chat. Mr. Wildstar, how long do various CO2 tanks, including Paintball tank, last supplying CO2? 8 hours a day on a single tank and diffuser. It depends on how much you're injecting into your tank. But I can tell you this. A single Paintball tank injecting about a bubble to 2 bubbles per second, 8 hours a day, because that's kind of how I run mine on my 20-gallon long right now, lasts me, about a month or two, depending, again, how much I inject into it. Month and a half or 2 months. Tends to go longer if I kind of shut it off once in a while, which I do, just because try to keep the dwarf hair grass under control in that tank. But it'll last about a month or two, if you're lucky, 3 months. If you do, say a 5-gallon tank at one bulb, well, I'm gonna have to say, okay, this is gonna be hard because on my 5-gallon tank when I had it running, it was feeding my Iwigumi tank and my 40-gallon Dutch tank. So doing that on my Iwigumi tank, I was running about 3 or 4 bubbles per second because I was pushing the heck out of it. And on the 40-gallon Dutch, I was pushing about 2 bubbles per second. And that lasted me about 6 months, somewhere around there before it ran out. And then I got lazy to go get it refilled. But then by that time, as you guys know, if you guys been following my videos, I kind of ditched doing that. Both of those tanks, I let them go because I got so busy. But I'm going to reboot them soon and kind of get the same setup going. But yeah, hopefully that helps. Jay, any plants that would be good combo with S-Repins in an Uigumi style tank? Alright, so if you're doing a S-Repin carpet, which will look okay on your Uigumi style tank, depending on how big that tank is. What other, try giant dwarf hair grass. I like to look, getting the long weed going in and still look very Uigumi-ish kind of way. Mosses work really well. Moss balls you could go with, or growing the moss on rocks. I love that look, and it still looks really good. But yeah, normally people don't use S-Repins for carpet for Iwigumi style tank because depending on how big the tank is, the leaves are pretty big, bigger than say HC or Monte Carlo or something like that. So again, when you're doing some kind of aquascaping stuff, you have to keep in mind and keep in the back of your mind that scaling kind of matters. So if you have large leaf plants and you're trying to make it look like rolling grassy hills, you choosing a plant that has big leaves won't work unless it's a really huge tank. Okay, so keep in mind of the scaling when you do an aquascape, especially when you're trying to get the whole Iwigumi style Zen thing going. Jay says he has 2 kg bottle. I don't know how big that is, and it lasts you for 5 months, 2 bubbles per 8 hours a day. What's 2 kilogram bottle? Now you're gonna make me look that up. Let me Google it. Gosh, kilograms to grams. You got 2 kilograms. That's 2,000 grams, but I don't know how much 2,000 grams is. Can I do kilograms to pounds? US tons. Pound, there we go. Also, it's 4-pound tank, 5-pound tank, basically. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's a good one there. It lasts you about 5 months on a 5-pound tank, 2 bubbles per second, 8 hours. Nice. You might want to check for leaks, though, because I know mine running on, if you combine those 2 tanks together, running on 6 bubbles per second, 8 hours per day, it lasts me about 5 to 6 months. So, yeah, maybe check for leaks. Not sure. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Good to see you on board. Oh, you can't share the Facebook group? What's alright? The Facebook group is right up here. Look at that, guys. There's a link to the Facebook group, so you can join the Facebook group there. I don't know why you can't share it, though, because you're a mod and you should be able to share links. We'll figure it out later, I guess. We'll up the CO2 more, though. Okay, great. Just make sure you keep an eye on your fish, just in case. But, get that surface agitation going. Q Aquatics, how you doing, darling? That's Q Aquatics. She's my hot mama. I don't know why I said that. Sorry about that. No, you're late, but it doesn't matter. It's a live stream. Terry Tropical Tanks, how you doing? Bob killed his stream, decided to pop him here. Oh, why? Why did Bob kill his stream? Did he end it or end it early or something? I'm not sure when he runs, how long he runs his stream, but anyways, good to see you, Terry. Tom Will, I'm back. I forgot to thank you for all your informative videos. I'm learning a lot. Well, thank you very much for watching, first of all, and I'm glad you're getting something out of it, because you know, it's good to hear when people say, hey, it's helping me, these videos you do. And it kind of, you know, drives me to do more videos. So right now I'm kind of in a slump. I have all these videos I have planned out. But you know what happens when I say, oh, I should do a video? Oh, I want to watch this show. Or, oh, I'm going to go play Sims 4. Or, oh, I want to go play some kind of game. Whatever. Or I'm just going to sit here and binge watch YouTube. And while I'm doing that, in the back of my head, it's like, you should do a video. You should make your videos. You need to film your videos. I've been so lazy lately. I think a lot of it is just I don't have the, whatchamacallit, to really, I don't know why. I think maybe, that long break I've been having, just kind of put me in that state where, I just don't want to do another video kind of thing. But I want to change some stuff up and things like that. But a lot of my time right now has been helping other smaller aquatics YouTube channels, because I've been doing live streams with them and trying to help them build better channels so they get more viewers and subs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, because shout outs only work so much, because I can't shout someone out and have people, my viewers, go to their channel and watch and say, oh, they can't keep their attention, it's not good videos, or they're not doing it like what my viewers would expect, and that would kind of put me in a tough spot kind of thing, you know. Ali Greenwell, welcome aboard. Hey, I wanted to say thank you for your lighting series. It helped me so much. So awesome, Ali. And I know you've been asking questions. I know you asked a question, I think, over at Corvus's live chat just earlier, I think. So hopefully you figured that part out. I know you asked it in our Facebook group, if you're the same Ali. So I left some comments there to hopefully help you out on that one. So, yeah. Aqua Sky Light, I believe that was your question. The problem is I looked at Aqua Sky, I never had experience with it, but even on a 20 long gallon at such a short distance on the tank, it should work and give you okay low to moderate lighting, I think. But if you want to go AC and some of the tougher stuff, you might want to go with the 3.0 or go with the Phoenix that I suggested. And again, those work really well for the 20 gallon long, and I have experience with those. Those work really well. I just don't like the Aquarium lights, because they are overpriced for what you got to get. All right, I believe the Aquarium Sky is just maybe 10 or 20 more bucks cheaper, I think. I don't know, you correct me on that, than the 3.0 or the Phoenix's CC. So I'll keep that in mind. You want to get the bang for your bucks, so, And you don't have to worry about too much intense light, because the 3.0 and the Phoenix CC, not the Phoenix Planet Plus, but the Planet Plus CC, allows you to adjust the intensity. So if it is too bright for you, depending on how much plant load you have and what plants you have, you can always dial it down again, a little. Dial it back a little. That's what I was trying to say. Me can't talk today. Tevon, how do I balance my tank? I have shrimp and nitrite snails eating string algae, but the string algae is still a problem. So far it's winning. Watch my video on tank balancing. Okay, and I believe that is if you do tank balance, let me see if I come up on search. Let me move my show. So balance your tank. There you go. That's mine right there. I'm dressed up as the Jedi. Okay, and that explains everything to you right there. Watch that video, and hopefully that will help you out, or at least get you towards thinking how to balance your tank. And the rest you could ask questions, come into a later live chat, ask me questions, or join our Facebook group and ask it there. All right. Oh, Angelina as your wife. Angelina as your wife. Oh, well, your wife has a pretty name. I like that name. Same here. This man is the reason I get in more and more in the fish happy. Oh, you're so awesome, Ryan. Such wonderful words. Blacksmith, my wife now. Okay. Okay. That was weird. We're going to have a gladiator battle over a woman. Why not? We could go back, way back. Go total, you know, total gladiator and fight for a woman. To buffer or not to buffer? No CO2, pH 6.8. What's your KH? Do you know your GH is 300, KH? Oh, there's 3. You could if you want, but at 3, that's pretty average. You might want up to 4 or 5. Buffer it up a little so you don't. So if you got pH swings, then you might have to worry about it and do it. But you're not using CO2 that much, so you don't have to worry about that. That's up to you. It depends on what kind of fish you're keeping or whatever. If you're doing a planted tank, Tina, that's actually really good. That's the really good range right there. The 6.8, GH3, KH3. So your plants should be loving that. How do you guys feel about lifeguard lights? I can't really say. I don't know much about lifeguard lights. So, I don't know. If someone else has experience with lifeguard lights, let her know. Any suggestions for plants in a 20-gallon Uigumi scape? Well, if you watch my Uigumi scape video, it's the dry start method video. I should just do a video on the Uigumi tank, just kind of reiterate what I put in there. I just did HC, giant hairgrass, and Java moss grown on the rocks, and that's what I wanted, a minimalist look. For suggestions on Iwagumi Scape, the problem with Iwagumi Scape is that you want that minimal look. It's that carpeting look kind of thing is what you want. So it's really up to you. If you want to go hybrid and start playing some other stuff, there's tons of things you can do. But in order to do that, I actually have to look at your scape and give you more suggestions. Tevon Lawrence, I have a 10-gallon tank and I have a Phoenix Stingray and I have a sponge filter. Don't have any CO2. Okay. I don't remember if we were going to... Oh! What was the question you had? Shoot. Oh, how do you balance your tank? There we go. Stingray sponge filter, that's fine. I don't have any CO2. You might have to... On Stingray? Well, you don't have to lower your lighting. But then again... Well, yeah. It's a Stingray. How much plants do you have in your tank? In that case, you could do two things. You could inject CO2, which you say you don't have any. Okay, and that'll help your plants grow faster or plant more plants. All right, that's one of the things that I suggest in fixing your tank is plant more plants if you don't have any. A lot of people go like highlighting CO2 and all that, but they have like 2 little bushels of plants in a large tank. That's not going to help. That's you're giving it so much stuff that those little tiny plant load, that tiny plant load you have, can't use all of it. So what happens to it? The algae takes over. All right. So my suggestion when something like that happens is plant more plants. Right. Give it that nice jungly. If you let them grow, if you're going to give them all that stuff or not all that stuff, whatever. But given that's one part of the tank balancing, you gotta balance up with what you have to what you're going to give it. All right, so you don't want to overfeed things. That's the thing about plant tanks. That's what happens. I think the best analogy is overfeeding your tank. Even though it's plants, overfeeding means giving it too much light, giving it too much CO2, giving it too much nutrients. We don't have enough plants in there to eat all that up. Okay, and the reason why CO2 works a lot, why people suggest getting CO2 to fix your algae problem, is that CO2 boosts your plant growth. So it grows a lot faster. So when it grows a lot faster, it's going to eat up more of the nutrients that the algae thrives on. Okay, so if it outcompetes the algae, okay, just remember that. You want to outcompete the algae with the plant load you currently have in your tank. So keep that in mind when that happens. That's part of balancing your tank. Balancing what you're giving it with what it can take. All right? Jay said, good plants for you. Hair grass, glossos, repens, any type of small carpet. That's right. That is true. Sebastian, welcome to the chat. That is, whoops, Sebastian Doke? I don't know. I suck at names. Dan Garcia, well, I have fished for a long time, never had plants. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. The best way to know what you're doing is just to jump in and try it, okay? So, and keep learning. Don't stop learning, man. Just don't give up. I mean, sooner or later, you never know. You might have the knack for it, and you'll figure it all out, and then boom. Yeah, Netflix and chill. YouTube and chill. Or how about Waterbox and chill? There you go. Sorry, that's my shameless plug right there. Oh my gosh, you recognized me. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it was just recently. If you asked the same question and did whatever like 2 weeks ago, I'll probably forget. I'm sorry. I think I'm getting old. I'm getting Alzheimer's maybe. What did I just say? See? Thank you for CO2 info. Trying to decide if the equipment and tank refill is worth the money on my 56 gallon column heavy tank for the cost of. Yeah, well, the cost is excessive when you buy it. Refills, I don't know where you're refilling it. If you think it's gonna cost a lot for you, then you might have to find another place. My refill for my 5-gallon tank or 5-pound CO2 tank is $10. Yeah, $10. My paintball tanks are about $3. Oh no, I'm sorry. My 5-pound tank is about $15. Okay, and then my CO2 tanks, which lasts about 2-3 months, is about $5. And I have 3 of them because I'm only using on one tank, and I get them all refilled at once. So I always have tanks I can switch out, so I don't have to keep running to the store or the paintball shop that I go to get them refilled. So that's another thing you might want to keep in mind. Have extra tanks filled up, so you can just swap it and then take the other tank to get it refilled. But it's not that much. At least for me, it's not that much. I know someone said they lived in a place where smaller town or smaller area, rural area, where it's harder to get refills on CO2, so it costs a lot more. All right, and the other thing is you don't need food grade CO2. Industrial grade CO2 is just fine. The most important thing is what the tank. Where the tank is more important than what the CO2 that you're filling it, because the law says you have to have X% amount of pure CO2, like how pure it is. Okay, industrial is 99%. Food grade is 99.9%. That difference isn't that big of a deal for a fish. What is a big deal is your equipment. Where the source of the tank came from. If the tank is dirty, then you're gonna inject dirty stuff into your fish tanks. So what I do is, the place where I get my 5-gallon tank from is from a medical place. So those tanks, for sure, is something that they can't skimp on. All right. The other thing is you can go buy tanks on Amazon and get them refilled at a refill place. And they look better. Okay. The only thing you have to watch out is the places where you fill CO2 that they don't try to switch it out on you, because some of them kind of try to do that. The other thing is buying your own tank versus leasing one, because you can lease them. That's what I'm doing. Is that there is expiration date on these tanks. So when you buy a tank, make sure that you have expiration date that is it will last you. Okay, I explained all this in the CO2 series, so make sure you watch that. Okay, and I think I kind of messed up on the CO2 series. The date on the tanks are the date when it last got tested. Okay, what it does, it has to test the tank to make sure that it's still stable. Okay, so what it is, you look at the date, and you have, I think, about 5 years before you have to switch out the tank or get it retested. So look at the date of the tank. If it says it's 2018, then you know that it's fairly new, last tested. So you have about 4 to 5 year run on it. But if you look at a tank that you're about to buy and the tank date is 2015, then that's something you might have to think about and say, well, let's find another place to buy another CO2 tank. Okay. Ah, thank you so much. Well, thank you, Ali, for watching and hanging out and participating. Always like having people, you know, just being part of the team, part of the family, or team. Actually, that's what Past the Dirt Road call us, the Waterbox team, Team Waterbox, I believe. Yeah, this okay. So Jay says the setup is expensive, but it'll last you. It'll save you money in the long run, as opposed to doing like do it yourself CO2 or whatever. And the results are incredible too, so it is worth it. You don't have to go super expensive. You can get a decent CO2 setup, like I did, for about 150 at the most, or at the least. Got to get a cheap regulator you find on eBay that's China made. A lot of people say, well, it's China made or whatever. I never really had. I bought 5, I think, and one I had a problem with, but luckily I got it exchanged. So, I mean, it works. And what do you think all these other expensive studio places get their CO2 regulator made? In China? All right. The only difference is the QA. You know, how well they quality assure their products, right? Some place like CO2 Arts or something have a system. I know how this all works because I know just because I have the experience of manufacturing in China, or having China manufacturing products that I used to sell on my tabletop gaming channel. They're like, you know, paintbrushes and other painting stuff for tabletop gaming, for painting miniatures. So I understand the process. A lot of it has to deal with quality control. Okay, if it's China-made factory and stuff, they don't really have that much tight quality control in place. But when I source, like for example, I do airbrushing for miniatures. I don't know if I have a miniature here. You know, I paint little tiny miniatures. They look like, I don't know. Here's one. Here's what I look like. A little tiny miniature like that. Okay. And whoa. I'm still on the solo chat. Sorry. You guys watch me behind the scenes there for a little bit. So, you know, I paint little miniatures like that. All right. And I use an airbrush. And if you guys know what an airbrush is this. This is an airbrush. I plug it into a pump. Sometimes I used to plug into a CO2 tank that we use for aquariums. Right. And what it does is just blow air and it blows the paint onto it. It aerosols the paint. It's like a, you know, spray can, but a lot more control. So my big sponsor for my tabletop gaming channel makes these airbrushes in USA, but for their compressors, which pumps out the air, is made in China. Okay, so he actually Taiwan. So he has this manufacturer in Taiwan, and he has these really strict QA specs that they have to build their compressors by. But this manufacturer also sells the non-branded version of their air compressors. Okay, but see, that QA system, their QA version of it is not as tight. All right, so that's kind of how the difference works. It's like how the quality works when you go into China, manufacturing in China, kind of thing. So when you get a regulator from China, it's a lot cheaper, but you do kind of run into the problem of, is it good quality stuff or not? So you kind of have to play the Russian roulette kind of thing with it. Sometimes you'll get a good one. Most of the times you will get a really good regulator, and sometimes you might get a dud, and you're not too sure if you can return it or what have you. But you know, it's eBay. eBay has a good return rate and everything like that. It's just a hassle, but it works. And for me, for the price of the regulators, it's worth going through that. Okay. And like I said, I bought 5, had a problem with one, and the company exchanged it for me. Actually, they just sent me a new one. They didn't even bother asking me for the broken one. But I don't know what I did with the broken one. I think I threw it away. I don't know. But yeah, anyways. So that's about, you get one for about $50 or whatever. And then you could lease the tank. Leasing the tank might cost you a lot more, in the sense that it's going to cost you, it depends on where you get it from. But I think I leased my tank for $80 on the lease program. And then refill is $15, so that's $95 right there. So, and then you get all the hoses and all that stuff. Your regulator, if it doesn't come with a bubble counter, you'll probably have to buy a good bubble counter for it. And then your diffuser. So all in all, it costs about $150, $160. explanation on leasing is that they'll lease you the tank if you go to the same company. They'll lease the tank, you just keep bringing it back, and all you have to do is just refill it. Okay, and then you can keep the tank whatever you want. The good thing about a leasing program is that if your tank expiration date runs out, they just give you a new tank. All right, and you don't have to pay for it. At least that's the leasing program I'm on at the medical place that I go to. And I've been with that medical place for over 15 years now. Never a problem. When I got out of the hobby, it just sat there. And then when I brought it back after 10 years, I said, hey, I need this refilled. And they looked at it like, oh, well, the date's gone or it's expired. Well, just replace your tank. So they gave me a new tank. That was it. And that $80 or whatever was spent 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And it's still keeping my tanks going. So, yeah. So look for a place that if you live in a permanent city, go and look for a place that has leasing programs like that. Medical places has them. Welding places has them. And gas places, I think, has them too. So it's good to just look around and try to find something that works for you. Wow, I talked my ass off in that one. Caleb Weiss. I'm growing sweet potatoes in 2 different tanks. Seen it on YouTube. The roots are awesome. Can't wait for it to grow. Oh, you're okay. I gotcha. All right. So you're putting the sweet potato and using the tank water as a source of fertilizer. That's good. That works great. I thought you were like submersing the sweet potato. I'm like, oh, it's a tank of floating potatoes. That would probably make me laugh. I'm guilty of leaving the lights on too long, so I will. Yeah, get a timer. I don't know why people don't get a timer. It's so easy. It's cheap. Just go on Amazon and get a timer. I don't know why everyone's fussing over not having a timer. And turning it on, and then leaving it on, and then forgetting to turn it off, forgetting to turn it on. Plants need consistency to grow really well. So having sunrise, sundown at the same time every day is a thing, you know, that you have to think about. Weeping mosses are really cool. I like weeping mosses. My favorite is Physidens. Christmas moss is pretty cool too. You might want to look into that. I'm using sweet potatoes hang on my back on my African cichlid for some natural filtration. That works too. A lot of people take porthos and put it. See, one of the things I want to do, maybe one day, is just, and I've seen people do this, is just having porthos, some kind of plant, just grow into the tank. And I've seen the guy that has it, and the plant has the plant's growing outside on I think a plant ledge or whatever. It's growing great. It looks awesome, and then all these roots are going down into the tank, and they're so long, and there's this network of roots. And I believe it's a discus tank. So that was really, really cool. I like that. That's nice. Sweet potatoes. I think I should do that so I can make my sweet potato fries. So, Tomskate, my 20-pound tank refills are $33. That's about right. That's a big tank, dude. 20-pound tank. Where do you put that? Can that fit actually under your fish your fish tank hood or stand? I'm sorry. Or do you put it next to it? 20-pound tank is pretty large. It's like that tall, I think, right off the ground. Like you guys see how tall it is. I'm off the ground, yeah. But hey, Breakthrough, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you on board. To refill your tank, you just have to take off the main valve and take out the regular. No, you just take off the regular. Don't take off the main valve. I'm not sure what you mean by the main valve, but the main valve is part of the tank, if I'm assuming that's what you mean. But you take out the unhook the regulator and then just take the whole tank, including the valve that's on the tank, to the refill place. Do not take that valve off the tank. You're gonna hurt yourself. What are we doing this stream? We're just doing Q&A, just talking, hanging out, seeing what everyone's doing. Fishman is in the house, my man. You guys haven't checked out his channel? Check out his channel. Awesome channel. I love watching his videos. Comes up with a lot of really cool things. A lot of DIY stuff. So, Vinosky Tank, how are you doing, Vinosky? Yeah, Vinosky Tank. How are you doing? Yeah, yes, Breakthrough. Sweet potato fries are good. I often go watch a movie, a place where they serve you dinner in the movie. It's called Studio Movie Grill, and they have sweet potato fries there. I always get my sweet potato fries. So I love sweet potato fries. I don't like sweet potato itself, but I like sweet potato fries. I don't like sweet potato pie either. Daniel Garcia, I got the current USA Satellite Freshwater Light. It was like $50. $50. Do you know if it's good light for plants? I'm not sure which model you got, but the current USA makes good lights. Pretty good lights. So hopefully, I don't know which model it is. It's $20 one. I don't know how big of a lighting fixture you got. So, but current USA do make good lights, at least from what everyone tells me. Jay, not take out, just turn off. Yeah, turn off. Yeah, close the valve, unhook your regulator, and you're good to go. Make sure you turn it off because you don't know if there's still CO2 in that tank. Aquaballs, you're here, but you're too busy cutting your dog's hair. All right, grooming your own dog's hair. Hey, that works. It's way cheaper than taking it to a dog groomer, right? Ryan Niemer, wow, I'm catching up to your comments, guys. There's a pub near my house that has sweet potato tater tots. Oh, that sounds good. Where are you at, Ryan Niemer? Because the other Ryan is here in Southern California. So where are you, Ryan Niemer? Because maybe I'll come visit just to get some sweet potato tater tots. Doesn't everything taste better fried? Yeah, it does, unfortunately. It's not good for me. It's just going to add to my build-up for my next heart attack. I had a heart attack 2 years ago. Not fun. I had a Widowmaker. I don't know if you ever heard me talk about it before. I've talked about it in a couple of my videos. But a couple of years ago, and that's the reason why I got back into the aquarium hobby, because I wanted something relaxing that's not stressful. Yeah, right. But I wanted something to relax me a bit. I was getting out all the tabletop wargaming stuff because the crowd there was a little different. A lot more trolls, haters there, a lot of, that kind of thing. Our community is a little more relaxed, a little more chilled most of the time. I mean, we still have some of our clowns and characters out there, but yeah. But yeah, I had a Widowmaker back then. It was because I had high blood pressure, I had diabetes that I didn't take care of and didn't even know I had, kind of thing. So and my job was working at home programming. So I didn't go out much. I sat doing a lot of programming. I played a lot of games and all that stuff. So a lot of my life was sitting down in front of the computer and stuff like that. So that contributed to everything. And also I ate one big meal a day, and that's about it, because I never had time to do anything else, kind of thing. Your mom. Welcome. Mom, or your mom? I saw your mom, but your mom too. So welcome to the chat. Don't know what it means. Jordan, Soup, what's going on, buddy? I need to split my CO2 tanks between 2 aquariums. Any recommendation on a splitter? Yeah, go to eBay. eBay is your place for splitter. That's where I get my splitters. Okay? CO2 aquarium splitter. Alright, and they are fairly cheap. Okay, we can get a multi-way distributor. If you want to split between 2 tanks, you only need the 2 splitter. Alright, and I believe that's number 2. Which one's that? Which one's number 2? That's 3. So it's number 1. There you go. Your 2-way splitter right there. 16 bucks. Alright, a splitter, you save a lot of money instead of setting up a whole new CO2 setup. Alright. I don't really suggest something like this. The reason why is, like, I like splitters like this, because splitters like this, let's go and bring this up, is that hold on a second, pull up Epic Pen here, let that load. Whenever it decides to load, you're loading, there we go, is that you could put on 2 bubble counters. Alright, you would get 2 bubble counters, put them on there, and then you have I like the bubble counters on my regulator rather in line, mainly because it's just easier to control for me, anyways. But I like these kind of splitters here. I wouldn't get the other kind of splitters that you saw just now, which was right here. These splitters are okay too, but if you do inline bubble counters, then yeah, that would work. 3-way valve, a 2-way valve. Oh, it's out of stock. The 3-way valve itself only costs $7. All right, so it's a little cheaper. Here you go, the 2-way valve. There you go, $4. $5. All right, comes out to $5. All right, so cheaper version here without the need of putting a if you don't mind not putting a bubble counter on top of the actual needle valve, right? And you have an inline bubble counter. These will work great. Okay, but yeah, that's my recommendation on splitters. Oops. Wow, the only time I have sweet potato fries was at Al Tavar at the south rim of the Grand Canyon. Really? Oh, God, I love sweet potato fries. I just gotta dip it in ketchup all the time and everything. Ryan, oh, you are in Ohio. Awesome. If I ever go down there, I have to look for that place. Up there. Sorry, I'm in California, Southern California. It should be up there for me. I used to go to Ohio all the time. Once a year at least for a World Gamers Retreat. It was somewhere close to Salt Lake City. Ohio, right? Salt Lake City, Ohio. Am I getting my states wrong? I'm sorry. I'm from Southern California. Anything past Nevada, I don't know or don't care about, honestly. Well, no, normally because that's the California way. I do care about it. I mean, everything's happening over in the East anyways. It's so annoying. Even in the tabletop gaming a hobby in that community, everything happens out in the East. All the good cons are in the East. So, Ando, no problem, hey, it's all right. Right now I'm down on my diabetes. I'm actually normal now. My AC1, L1 or whatever is normal, so my blood sugar is normal now. You know, I still have high blood pressure, but that's what the pills are for. So it happens. I think we already went through that. Why are you posting twice, Jordan? Stop that. Easy Green or H2O plant fertilizer. Ooh. If I had the choice, I would go with Vital from H2O Plants, only because he's a friend of mine and I know him. I know Corey from his videos. I never really talked to him much. I talked to him once or twice, like years ago. But I like Justin. I talk to him often. And he always sent me great plants when, you know, I ordered from him. So just out of, I guess, loyalty or whatever, I would suggest H2O Plants fertilizer. But Easy Green works just as well. All right, they're all-in-one fertilizers. So go with what makes you feel comfortable, but they will give you this pretty much the same results. Loading comments. Soon. One of these days. Why is it loading? Did my thing get stuck again? Yeah. Sorry about this, guys. I'll get it there. There we go. Oh, hey, you know what? We have to go and name Past the Dirt Road's beta. Hold on a second. Let me catch up with the things here. With the comments here. Yeah, Past the Dirt Road. His old beta passed away, but that's why we are going to help him name his new beta. Keith Bortley said, I started using CO2 and I finally had to start increasing my ferts after a month. Yeah, that will happen because, you know, you give plant CO2, they grow faster. So the faster they grow, the more ferts they take up. And so what you realize is that you're going to have to up your ferts too. Again, I'm mentioning this tank balance. That's what I mean by tank balance, right? So you have given the CO2, I'm assuming good lighting already. Your plants are growing faster now. It's sucking up all the ferts, so you need to give it a little more fert. Okay? And then when something goes out of whack, meaning that something is giving more than the other, then you just kind of have to figure it out and adjust it. You know, find out. And usually, normally, the more you do this, the more experience you have with it, the easier you'll figure it out. All right? But at first, it's going to be a little struggle to understand it, but hey, works. Ando, hey guys, ever have plant stunt growth deformed, twisted from plant CSM plus B? I only dose. No, I never had that problem before. The stunting on a CSM plus B should work. It's an all-in-one fert. I dose only 0.4 ppm per week and it started happening, so I switched to Secam Flores Comprehensive. Did that fix the problem? Your CSMB should work, unless you got a bad batch or something. That's weird. It's weird. Breakthrough. Why? I don't know why I got into aquariums. Maybe it's something that you should reflect on and wonder why you got into aquariums. So we all have reasons or the other. Someone got you into it or something, maybe. So, aqua balls. Yeah, it's not cheap. My dog went to the vet last visit to the groomer. They cut the dog badly. She got to get stitches. Oh wow, ouch! That is bad, dude. I sue. Kick their ass. If anyone hurt my pets, man, I'd take them out. Oh, $650 vet bill? Man, I hope you sue them. Make them pay for it. That's bullshit. Okay, so how many people we have on? 22. I think that's the top we're going to get. Hopefully my live streams will grow bigger sooner or later. Someday. See you later. Breakthrough. Shishi, how you doing? I'm here the way, just listening, lurking, do one thing. Yay! Shishi's in the house. Oh wow, you're doing a 650-gallon Planet tank? That's a huge tank. Any niceness to talk to Ad? You got a lot of options there, buddy. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you guys are into or where you want to go. So, child of the '80s kind of had to. Yeah, understand that. Understand that. Southern Ohio. Okay, gotcha. Matt's Monster Fish is in the house. How you doing, buddy? Glad to have you on board. Jay, that's the thing. I already mentioned that. It's that you get used to it after a while, but it's a lot of playing around at first. It's something you have to learn from experience. Most of the time, when you play with more of it, you'll understand it. But you just gotta have to keep adjusting, trying to figure it out. Unfortunately, you just can't. Yeah, I can't give a blanket answer. So join our Facebook group, and then when something is off, you can ask us, and then we'll try to help you out. It's really experience, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. All stunted and got small after I switched back. Was fine for a month now. That's so weird. I don't know what would cause that. That is really weird. I've used CSM plus B and did my own mixes and never had a problem with it. Ooh, Adrian, nice. 50 pounds of Dragonstone. That must be costly. But that's nice though. 50 B D-rimmed. I need to D-rim my tank. My 50, but 40, but I have to get that brace. So to be honest, plant techs worked for like a month or two on tropical soil. Then things went sour and things are all good again. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it might be something odd just going on in your tank. So, Susan, lady in my heart, is in the house. How are you doing, Susan? Hope you're doing good. Again, fish barn lurking. Nice, nice. Okay. And they'll put on swimming gear and jump in. Yeah, exactly. 650 gallons. Wow. Huge tank. We're thinking discus and a bunch of tetras. Oh my gosh. 650-gallon discus tank with schools of tetras. That'd be so cool. I mean, that's like a nice dream tank for me, I think. I'm a huge discus fan. I'm a huge, very classic look fan. So discus with cardinal tetras, that's my thing. Just want to try a huge. That's a huge tank. Are you sure you're saying 650 gallons there, buddy? That's a big, huge tank. I don't know how big of a living room you have. Hey, does anyone know about a pleco that helps clean and doesn't grow all that big? Bristlenose plecos will do that. All right, they grow about, I think, at the most 4 or 5 inches. Yep. Yeah, Jay said bristlenose plecos don't grow big in the tank. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so here we go, guys. So Past Dirt Roads beta just passed away. So a moment of silence. All right, for the passed away sea cells. You know, it hurts when one of our favorite pets do pass away. So, moment of silence for Past the Dirt Road and his past beta. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so he has a new beta. We'll take a look here. Okay, and that is his new beta. All right, so he wants help from us to help name him. So, what are your suggestions, guys? What would you name his beta right here? It's pretty beta. And I want to piss everyone off. It's a pretty beta. Take that, guys. All right, so any suggestion for names or anything, go ahead and post them down in the comments down below. And yeah, give him some ideas here. Go ahead and leave this up a little bit, and I'll go back to the comments in a little bit. But yeah, that's his new beta. He looks pretty. Gonna do his thing. So, what are your suggestions for a name for his beta? Post it down in the comments. Let him know. Let's help him get his beta name. Oh, wow. It opened all these windows on me. There we go. Yeah, 650 would be a dream type. And welcome to the chat, Domescape. Did not know you came in. Didn't see you. Escape with a huge school of CPDs. That'll work too. You built a brace out of some pieces from a hardware store? What pieces of what? What is it though? Is it wood or is it acrylic? Clear acrylic or something? Would root tabs remineralize depleted soil-based tank? Yes, it will. It work once your soil depletes, it just becomes mud and with no nutrients in it. So you could put in root tabs that work just the same as regular substrate. Doing good. I just wanted to say we learned a lot from your instructional help videos. Well, good. I hope people are watching it because I know last night Carissa was the only one in there, but it's all right. I like Carissa. We hung out for a little bit and then people started coming in and stuff. But yeah, I should have done it at 5 p.m. that live stream. That would have got more people in. But then, yes, then Shishi came into the chat or the live stream. So it was good. It all worked out. But, you know, as long as you guys get in the replay, it works for me. As long as people are watching and learning from it, I'm good with it. I take inspiration from mono tanks from Lisbon, Oceanary. I usually go there just to look at that tank. Oh, nice. I want to go there. That sounds like cool. Ando, do you think that CPD school good tight together? I'm thinking green neons in the 65 gallon or CPD. Yeah, I think they do. I don't know. People with more experience could tell you. I'm more into Tetra guys. So, Madfish Divas in the house. How you doing, MFD? Good to see you. Okay, so names are coming in. So Susan says Amber. Jay says Alpha. Alpha Beta. Hey, meet my fish, Alpha Beta. Blacksmith says Frankie. There you go. Frankie works. Pretty generic there. Ooh, Frankie says Apollo. That might be good too. Ryan KB says Spike. He does look like a Spike. For sure. Tampa Tom, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Madfish Diva, are you saying his beta should be named Merlot? That's actually a cool name. Or are you just calling someone in the chat Merlot? Blacksmith says, how long does 88 aqua soil last? From what reports I get, for me it lasts about a year to 2 years, depending on how much plant loads in the tank. Some people say it lasts a little longer. But for me, I find it's about a year and a half to 2 years. Around there, give or take. Asraf, can you inject liquid ferts into a dirty tank? Yes, you can. Just watch out you don't over-fert. Right? If you over-fert, you're going to get tons of algae. Okay, because if you dirty a tank, you're already getting lots of nutrient from there. Assuming that your dirty tank has run its course, then yeah, go ahead and inject liquid ferts. But you could also inject liquid ferts while your tank's dirty. I mean, I I dosed my tank when I first started my 40B Dutch. I planted it, I set it up, dirted it, and then the first thing I did was up the CO2, up all the lighting, and started EI dosing it. Even though I didn't need to, I just EI dosed it. I stopped doing though. I stopped dosing because I got so much nutrients coming from the dirt itself that I didn't have to. So I could have waited it out for months or even years before I even needed to put first in my tank. Like right now, my 20-gallon long. If you guys watch my video, I actually rebooted that into a dirted tank a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. It was in January, and it's still. I haven't ferked that tank ever since then. It's still going. It's still feeding the crap out of the tank, out of the plants. So it's still lasting me, and dirt should last you for years. My experience so far, it's been lasting me over almost 3 years now, and it's still feeding my plants. Like Tina said, hit that like button. Hey Tina, you know what? Where are you, Tina? You're always here. You're always joining us. So if I could find you in here somewhere, I'm gonna mod you. If I can find you. Which for some reason is not popping up. I'll find you somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Hey, welcome to the mod team. The live chat mod team. Okay. So remember, hit that like button, guys. Because Tina just reminded us. So is that all the names that we got for suggestions for his beta? Yeah, I understand, Susan. It's all good. As long as people get something out of it and watching it, I'm fine with doing those live streams. Because I notice a lot of people just want to share their videos and hope that they'll get views and stuff. But it doesn't work that way. I mean, a lot of us who've done YouTube knows that it doesn't work that way. Jay, do you recommend redoing tank just to add soil or just adding some root tabs for a S-Rep and carpet below? By the way, it's really up to you. If you watch that video on the 20-gallon long, I just actually that video I switched out from my substrates, and you see how I did it. I'm actually doing another video about just switching out substrate and how to do it. So it'll be a quick tip video kind of thing. But yeah, if you watch that, I just switched the whole thing out. I didn't want to just add root tabs and stuff. I wanted to just go soil, because soil does just wondrous things for my tank. I know it's not for everyone either, but for those that have used soil and they've been doing great results. My soil tank has, the one downstairs, been 2 years now. I had tanks that lasted 5 years. It's still going. The only thing that bugs me about soil tanks is if you want to move anything. But most of the time, I don't move stuff in my tank that much. If I do that, like if I do a Dutch tank where I will move plants around a lot, I won't use soil. I will go with ADA or Tropica or some other options that has nutrient-charged substrate. Wife likes Spike. There you go. Every time you say Spike, though, I always imagine Gremlins. Remember that movie, guys? There was that bad, evil gremlin, Spike. Beta names should be better. Better lasts longer. Okay, go with that. But I think Ryan said that every time you name fish, they die. So, I don't know. Hopefully, this beta of yours, past the dirt will last longer. I like that, Jordan. Name that better Ringo. Oh, Ringo. That reminds me of watching that movie Tombstone. Oh, I like that, Madfish. She says a name for the wine like the color of a good Merlot. I like that. Shiva. That's a good name, too. Shiva is God, right? Indian God? I'm not too sure about that. Should I pick or do a poll on the Facebook group? Yep. pick from up here. That's where we're doing it now, right? Pick one of these names if you like. These guys are helping you out here. Have you ever tried salt water? Actually, yes, I had a Reef tank before and I loved it. Again, let me pimp this out since we have 33 people in here. Tomorrow, I will be doing a live stream with Fishner Vlog on his channel, not this channel, on his channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we are going to talk about doing a nano reef tank because that's what I'm going to jump back into, the reef side of the hobby. Is that I want to start a nano reef tank, 10 gallons. I've been asking Inappropriate Reefer about how to start one, and then he went and made a video about it. I don't know, it's not just for me, but for everyone. But it's really cool that he did that. I don't know if it's for me, but it was good. It's all the information I needed. So Fishner Vlog said, hey, let's do a live stream because he's a reef guy too. And let's talk about setting up a nano reef. So that's tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time on Fishner Vlog channel, okay? If you don't know where that is, let's go ahead and post the link. There's his link, his channel, and his channel is right here. Boom. Alright, that's his channel. I don't know, you can't copy and paste that, so let's see if I can find here. I don't even know if you can link that either, so but you can at least copy it. That is Fishner Vlog's channel, so make sure you check him out. They need to do something where I could post a card, you know, while during the stream, so you guys can click on it. Make sure you check out his channel at 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be live streaming there. Get some people in there. I will be posting on Facebook and everything as well. So, I posted on Facebook group about a week ago. Someone helping someone who posted about their tank bowing. I know someone posted something about on the Facebook group about their tank bowing. I think that was what's his name, Jay. And I think it just looked like normal bowing to me, but I can't tell with this picture. So yeah, Otter Creeks Aquatics, how you doing, buddy? Thoughts on Osmocote plus do-it-yourself root tabs? They work really well, at least for me. They did. I gotta make a video about it, but I did that. That was one of my things. You get capsules, #1 capsules, and what I did was I mixed the Osmocote plus with Dr. Irons, their little iron pellets, and then I just mixed them and put them into a tablet, and then I just used them in my tank. That was the 20-gallon long Dutch tank that you guys saw. I had root tabs in there, so yeah, they worked really well. Okay, and if you guys don't believe me, go watch my 20-gallon long Dutch videos, and you see how well that that tank did. My plants in there were just going out of control, so they work very well. Man, Fisher, have you ever tried worm casting in a dirty subject? Not yet. Everyone keeps asking me that, so I might have to step a tank and just try that, and then figure it out and do some research and see how well it works. But from what Mike said from Aqua Pros, they work really well. I don't know, he did it himself, so I saw a video on that. So, yeah, that's the only thing I know about using worm castings. It's your bed, and you name it what you want to. Sorry, that was bad. Horrible singing. Or I can name him Chung. Please don't name him Chung. Is there any easy way to add dirt in a straight gravel tank? Nah. If you watch my video again on that 20-gallon long when I switch it over to soil, you'll see what I did. The easiest way is to drain the tank, move your fish. Not in that order. Move your fish, drain your tank, scoop out all the substrate, take out all the hardscape, and then just redo the tank again. But there are some, I said in that video, there are some things you have to watch for. Again, I'm going to make another video about switching your tank, your substrate, whether soil or not. But the most important thing you have to remember also is that when you first put soil in your tank, you will most likely get ammonia spikes. So you have to watch out for that. So you might have to keep your fishes housed for a week in a temporary. What I did was put it in a temporary bucket. But I only waited for a day for my fish because I knew how to take care of ammonia spikes, which basically is a lot of water changes for the first week or two. All right. But there's an easy way. No, it's no easy way. Because if you try to put dirt in a tank that already have water, you're going to have a lot of the dirt floating. It's going to go all over the place. It's going to get murky. It's going to be really hard to work with. You can try, but it's going to be really hard to work with. Working on a new skate for a 35-gallon cube using Tropica coarse and Tropica fine soil. Can I put the fine soil over the coarse, or should I keep them separate? Up to you. You can put them over the coarse, but over time, your fine sand is going to go mix up with the coarse sand. So all it's going to do is mix it up. A lot of times, like, I would use the coarse, and then if I wanted to do some kind of cool special effects, like a path or something that's a sandy path, I would just use the fine soil for the sandy path part, you know, and to kind of separate it. But again, totally up to you. Just keep in mind that sooner or later, over time, the fine sand's going to go drift into the coarse sand. Okay, depending on how coarse it is. I'm not sure how coarse Tropica coarse sand is, but I know they're fine sand. The fine sand is pretty much sand, so. I named my golden retriever Aegon. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool name. Yeah, do not feed after midnight. So don't feed your betta after midnight. We should do a spoof on that. It'd be funny. Instead of gremlins, it'd be betta. And if you water them, if they get wet, no. If you take them out of the water, if they get air, they multiply. Right? You feed them after midnight, that will work. Oh, I love leopard geckos. I need to get mine. All right, I have stuff, but I haven't got all the stuff yet. My friend was going to give me one. He breeds leopard geckos. He was going to give me one of his leopard geckos. I already had a name picked out for him, but he got sick, so I don't know where it went with that. I have to call him up and see if he has any more leopard geckos. Madfish Diva. Oh, cool. I'm going to do a nano assault tank. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I actually can't wait to get my Reef tank going. I want to get back into Reef so bad too. I just love my old Reef tank. It was just so much fun to do. There's a lot more to it than a planet tank, but they're just as rewarding, the work that you put into it. But yeah, those corals, man, you make some awesome looking Reef tanks with it. Matt Fisher, you sub to him, definitely check. Awesome, check him out. He's an awesome kid, and I've been helping him with his channel too. I say, hey, look, you have that presence. Do that Casey Neistat kind of vlog. You do vlogs, so do that Casey tell a story kind of thing. And his last video, I was really impressed with. He started putting all those advice to work and stuff. So I mean, you never know. He might go a long way, and he's a good kid. He has that charisma in front of him that he could do that kind of stuff and still be successful at it. Hey, Susan, no problem. Take care. I hope you're doing good. I guess you're taking off. I will miss you, girl. Domskis, I have Tropical Soil in my tank. Works great. Little to no ammonia spikes like 88. That is true. I don't know if it's... Well, according to Kevin from Brooklyn Hardscape, it is nutrient charged. So I have to try Tropical Soil one day. So yeah. Ha! Now you're thinking about going with the name Merlot. See? Madfish Diva knows where it's at. Merlot. I'm using OSM Osmocote Plus in a 0 size capsule and it's kicking ass. I just don't overdose. Yeah? They work great. Tina, what is Ming? Why do you keep saying Ming? Oh, are you saying name him Ming? He's an Oriental Beta. Ming. Black outfit, red cape. I'm naming Thor. That's kind of cool too. What am I vaping? I'm vaping Rape Vines Strawberry VCT. For all you vapors out there. I know there's a lot of you guys out there. Which is kind of cool. I got my vaping buddies. So, I know a lot of you guys vape and we talk about mods and stuff too. So... Are we Godfish? Are we being Godfish moms now? Godfish moms and dads now? That'd be kind of cool. Jay, I'm thinking about trying worm casting. I heard it works wonders about it. Cool. Go for it, man. Let us know how it goes. Ando, I have Tropica AS and ADA in CPL tanks. I choose Tropica from here on, to be honest, and their powder type is nice too. Very cool. I definitely have to check out Tropica. It's just, you know, the price. You know, see what works better. ADA works great, I think. It's really charged with nutrients. It's just that the ammonia spikes, I like the ammonia spikes in the sense that it helps me cycle the tank, right? So I don't know, but the cost is, I think Tropica costs less than ADA, so I might have to go with that. For foreground and carpeting plants, can you put the powder type soil for that and the coarse sand in the back for stem? Sure. You do both ways. It's actually better for the stems on the powder type since they'll anchor better. You know, at least in my experience it is. So. I did a 100-gallon dirt tank. The water is crystal clear, but no fish after 1 month. I add usually. Yep. Great, do it. Hey, Dansley, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you here on board. Rod S asks, any thoughts on adding clay to the substrate? I do it all the time, just to get extra iron for my plants. Some iron to my plants, and they work well. So, yeah, adding clay. I get the Mexican pottery clay that you see me talk about in videos. It's cheap. You get a whole big block of it, and it'll last you for a few tanks, a lot of tanks. And it's cheap. You get them on Amazon. It's called Mexican pottery clay. Something of the rather. Let's go to Amazon. There you go. That one right there. That's what I get. So for 13 bucks, you get this 5-pound block of clay. So what I do is I take pieces out of it. I'll make them into like this. Right, and leave them overnight to dry so it'll be easy to work with because it'll just get gooey when it gets in your tank and filled with water after a while. But I just do that. I'll make shapes in them, those shapes that I want, and then leave them overnight to dry, and then I'll just use them the next day when I set up my tank. Okay, but that's what I use for my substrate for clay. Hello, Ricardo Suarez. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Every time I see your name, I have to go Ricardo Suarez. How do you like my channel? I'm here to entertain you. Don't ask me what that accent is. I don't know what that accent is. I suck at accents. What is a YouTuber you follow the most on YouTube? Well, what? In aquarium things, I follow a lot of people mostly. Like, I follow religiously. I follow Joey religiously. I follow Dustin's Fish Tank religiously. I always gravitate to their videos just as part of my routine to watch their videos. And a lot of little smaller channels I go on watching. I like every time Ray releases a video, I watch her, Ray's Aquaria. I watch my latest person I added that I like watching is a gamer's wife, which you will see her on this channel sooner or later. We're doing collabs. Also, Simply Beta. I like watching her videos a lot. Ryo, when he comes on Ryo, he's been, I don't know, me and him been talking or hanging out for a while now. He's been there in the beginning since we started a Facebook group as well, too. And he's doing really well with his channel. I'm really glad to see that. Who else do I watch a lot religiously? A lot of small channels to watch here and there. A lot of times just because to help them out. The other time, you know, to see how they're doing with the channel because they're asking me advice and stuff like that. But religiously, those are the aquarium channels I watch religiously. Turtle Girl I watch all the time. Jenny from Solid Gold Aquatics I watch. And those are like kind of the few channels that I always keep a tab on just for my own entertainment, you know, kind of thing. Non-aquarium channels, I always watch the React channel. I love their channel. I tried to get a job there, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. But it is the React channel. They have two of them, FBE React channel. For news stuff and all that, I watch Philip DeFranco all the time. These are the videos I watch every time I come home from work. I watch a lot of Casey Neistat. I watch a lot of Dan Mace. I have Peter McKinnon subscribed, but I don't watch much of his videos, only because I haven't really gotten into him yet. But yeah, those are the YouTubers I watch the most. What are stem plants exactly? They're the plants that have stems that grow like long. You see them in all the aquariums because they're great background plants. They're not like Amazon swords, but they're plants that grow long and they grow in a bunch, and you'll see them all over the place. But what is a good stem plant? Arachnia is a good stem plant. Arachnia, I'm not even saying it right. Myicas are nice plants. I like those. Lewigia repens are stem plants. There's tons of stem plants. Just look up stem plants online. You should get a lot of research on that. Let's see here. Cute, Ryan. Plant and substrate. Well, it's true. It is plant and substrate. Ryan said, not Ryan Namer, says that you can get the same clay at arts and crafts stores as well. Okay, good to know. I just ordered from Amazon. They deliver right to you. It's just convenient instead of me having to go out and go to art store and then talk to people that I don't know. I don't mind talking to people that they're like you guys. I don't mind meeting you guys and talk to you guys and stuff because we have something in common. I don't like meeting like strangers and all they do is talk about weather. It's like I give a shit kind of thing. I hate small talk. With people I don't know. With people I know, it's different. Like my good friends, I small talk with them a lot because it's fun, you know. But like strangers, now I don't know you. Why should I small talk with you? You know, kind of thing. But, you know, if I am being helpful or anything, that's a different story. If I can help them or they can help me, kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm kind of that way. I'm a weird guy that way. Ryan Namer, I picked up some from Hobby Lobby. Used the 40% coupon off, so it'd be super cheap. Good advice and tip there. Even Dormscape says I find Mexican potty clay at Hobby Lobby for $7 used in my tank. Nice. Daniel Fishkeeping, struggling here. It's 2:30 a.m. Might need to watch the rest later. Thanks for streaming. No problem, Daniel, man. Have a good night's rest, man. Thank you for joining us. Warrior Planet Takes. What's good, Fish Fam? I don't know. What's good with you? Warrior Planet Takes? Every time I see that name, I was like, Warrior Planet Takes. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you on board. Oh, thanks for the plug on Amazon. No problem. Like the other guy said, you can also get it at arts and craft stores as well. So, Mattfish says she's awesome. I'm not sure which one you said she's awesome. You talking about Ray? Ray's totally awesome. I just love watching her. She's awesome. She's a goofball, and I love goofball girls. Girls are like goofy like that. She's really cool. I like that. Pastor O, you watch Chung and George Farmer. I don't know who this Chung guy is, but George Farmer is really good. He's very inspiring. Good stuff, man. I would make videos like him if that's all I did every day. But I don't do that every day. You guys don't want to see videos of me talking about my day because it's really boring programming stuff. So, see what else we got going on here, guys. Priscilla, MK Arts, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. I love all these awesome people, guys. Love you guys, man. You guys are so awesome. Dennis Wong has a great channel too. Yeah, he hasn't done much on his channel though. But Dennis Wong, I binge watch him a lot because he does really get into it. He does go over a lot of people's head, but for me, it worked out great because I like all the over the head stuff. That's how I make my videos. I learn all the over your head stuff that I mostly get, and I translate that for the people that don't want to deal with all that over the head stuff. So. Pastor, so how's the weather, Chung? It's dry again. It was raining all week last week. Now it's just normal sunny weather, Southern California. Let's go to the beach kind of things. I hate it. I want rain. I want it back. All right, Jay. Thank you for joining us, man. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us, man. Priscilla, stranger danger. Stranger danger. We're all strangers here. That'd be kind of weird. I should do a video where I'm walking around, you know, shopping center, and and someone might, you know, go up to someone and start talking to them and just suddenly just scream, "Stranger danger!" and just run. That's what I need to do. I can't make prank videos because I feel bad doing pranks to people that I don't know. You know, and then, you know, uploading and getting tons of views, making monies off of it, and making money off of someone else's shame. That's just horrible. You know what I'm saying? Ryan KB, have you seen Tank Tested? Yes, I have. Love his video making techniques and stuff. He does some really good stuff. New on the scene, he got a huge boost from... Oh, why did I forget her name? Holy, my brain went blank. This is what happens when you get old. You get Alzheimer's and you just forget things. Or, you know, you just forget things. I don't know. Rachel, oh, Larry. Yeah, he got a huge boost from her, so he's doing pretty good. And he does really good videos, though. Glad to hear it, Warrior Planet Tank. Warrior Planet Tanks! It's like I just gotta start making videos like American Gladiator, where, you know, we're all going through this obstacle course of building a planet tank and stuff. You know? You gotta get some Amazon swords and you gotta climb up a huge wall and stuff just to get the plant. You know, and then round 2, you gotta go and get the substrates, so you're carrying huge bags of substrates. And, you know, I think I want to produce that video series. That'd be kind of fun. We'll call it Warrior Planet Tanks! I'll give you some royalty on that, too. I got the Fluval Planet Soil. What do you think of that? Oh, the Fluval Planet Soil. Is that the shrimp one, or what? I'm not sure. I don't really... Yeah, Fluval I don't really go for much. The only thing I buy from them is maybe filters, but anything else I think it's just overpriced branded stuff. So... Yes, Dennis Wong is a guru. Yeah, and check out his website too. Oh, is Dennis speaking at AGA? You know, I really definitely want to go to AGA now. I mean, I just heard about it from Corvus's stream. Talking about AGA. And it is up in Ohio. I could drive up there, I guess, but it's actually a cheap flight up to Ohio. So maybe I might go. I don't know. Just got... You know, it's the hotel room. No, it's Ohio, so the hotel room shouldn't cost that much either. I actually does my tank with Des Wong method over EI. Oh, Des Wong method, really, he doesn't have a method. His method is, let's do it right, kind of thing, or just do it as needed, kind of thing. Which isn't really Des Wong method, it's like everyone method. You know, EI dosing is a method where you just overabundance give the nutrients to plants and then reset after, you know, a week. And that's really easy button is what EI dosing is. Easy button for dosing kind of thing. But Dennis Wong gets it more tuned in. You know, like what most of us will after we've been dosing our tanks. Your Java moss is turning brown. That's usually not a good sign. I'm not sure why it's turning brown. Is there a way to get it green again? I'll figure out what's wrong. I don't know. I think it's dying usually. If you guys could chime in on this Java moss turning brown thing. Yeah. It's 37 in Colorado. No way. I can't handle 60, let alone 37. I'm from Southern California. I'll turn in a popsicle. Oh, nice. This week you're going to order your water box hoodie, huh? Yes. You can order water box t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. If you guys want to order, I don't even know. I haven't even looked at my Teespring in a long time. Where's my Teespring link? I can't even find it. What's up with that? Let's go here. I know I have it linked down here somewhere. Oh yeah, here you go. Waterbox t-shirts. Open the window. Okay, and if you guys want to look, oh, you guys see it on the browser. Look at this. Look at the swag that I put up years ago and no one ever buys. But yeah, I have actually have swag. I actually have to start making really cool t-shirts, fun t-shirts for you guys to check out. So I maybe have more interest in buying. So if you guys want to buy any t-shirts right now with my logo on it to show support, there's a way to do it. do it. It will be funny. I have to get people to do it though. Really cool if we get like people like George Farmer and all those people to do it. That'd be funny. Yeah, tank test. It is amazing. Great. Yeah, thank you, Madfish Diva. Great videos. Oh, very cool. I gotta check that out then. 2-hour Aquarius. Oh, is it a series or a series of articles or something? What's that saying? No shame, no game. That is true. No shame, no game. Shoot Nerf balls at you. They shoot Mosmo balls at you. You can put Mosmo balls into a potato launcher. Well, you don't want to shoot that at people though. That might hurt. That might hurt. I'm gonna do a 5-gallon tank, dirty tank something. Oh, cool! Do one. That'd be cool. I'm thinking of doing. I need to do my 5-gallon. It's my betta tank. I'm gonna do a 5-gallon betta tank. Actually, I have a whole story behind that. So one day I'll get to it. I just have to clean up my place and find a place to put it. So yeah, that's right. Tank Tester used to work for National Geographic. That's probably why he does such awesome shots. Oh, I'm sorry. HEA is in Seattle. Rod S says. You're right. It is Seattle. Thought it was Ohio. That's going to be expensive. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Rod S, yeah. Fluvial stratum. That's what it is. It works okay. It's very light from what I hear from people. So it's hard to anchor your plants in it. So yeah, that's me tapping out. At least I drown my cornflakes in the morning. Yeah, good deal, man. Daniel, thank you for joining us. Really good to see you. So, yeah, take care. Have fun with your fish tanks, guy. Good combination of liquid or dry fruits for hard water planted tanks. Good combination? What do you mean? Good combination? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hard water is hard water. Fruits are fruits. They're two different things. So I always go with dry fruits. It's cheaper and a lot more controllable than liquid. At least for me it is. But it's easier to get liquid stuff that's already mixed for you, so you don't have to worry about all that. What do you think about the 150 watt China lights for Reef Aquarium? Some people here get some custom for planted tanks. Well, you're not going to get the right spectrum if you get a Reef lighting for planted tanks. It's just not going to work. You get a lot of blues, but plants need more than the blue spectrum. It needs the green and red as well. So it's not going to work all that well. Hey, Breakthrough. Glad you're back. Good to see you, buddy. All right, Priscilla, have a good one. Thank you for joining us. I know you probably left already, but if you're watching replay, have a good one. Are we going out here? What time are we at? We're at 6:44. I started this at 5 o'clock. Wow, we've been talking that long, guys. That is so cool. That is very cool. But it is time for me to go. I need to go eat and stuff. So, yeah. So any questions that I need to ask before I take off and everything like that? But I had lots of fun talking with you guys. Got to do this a lot more often where we're just not doing something, but we're just hanging out and talking. It's bad for my analytics, but honestly, it's about building that community. I really want to get to know you guys more and just talk to you more than just teaching you something kind of thing. But also, takes away the lonely chill that sometimes someone would get, SB Reef has freshwater plant models that are nice. Yes, they do. Pretty good lighting too. It's just expensive. At least for me it is. Yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining me, guys. Sneak peek. Oh, yeah, it is sneak peek preview. Gosh, I keep forgetting to switch my thing. I need to get one of those switchers they have on Amazon. That's really cool. I gotta get one of those. But yeah. Yep, behind the sneak peek scenes, you see me working it. Loading up the comments and answering one at a time. Your girlfriend thinks it's weird to talk to fish people online. That's just the way it goes, man. It's the now. It's the technology. Yeah. All right, Madfish Diva. Talk to you later. Talk to everyone else later as well. I am going to go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Stay wet with your tanks, and I think I got all through the questions, right, guys? Yeah, and I guess Merlot. That's what you're gonna name your beta now, right? That's what you're going with, huh? I actually like that name too. He does look like Merlot. That's the thing. So, Aqua Balls. I'm sorry, but I am going to end the stream, and sorry to cut your entertainment for a while you're cutting your dog's hair. But hopefully, you'll do a better job than that shitty groomer. And make sure you sue them or whatever and make them pay for the vet bill. That's bullshit. But yeah. Not done yet. Can shrimp colony outgrow a tank? Yes, it can. They keep going, they keep going, they keep going. Alright, no problem, man. Just come back and help me mod this place when I do live streams. Again, guys, thank you for joining me. Had a great time. Again, Angela, thank you for joining us. It's really an honor to meet you. Mike's one of my best moderators out there and a good friend. Okay? Guys, have a great one. Have a great week. Hopefully I might stream again soon because I'm getting really into the streaming thing. And yeah, and make sure, don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, over at Fishner Vlogs channel, I'll be doing a thing on him about nano reef tanks. Yeah. So again, love you guys. Talk at you guys later. I am just dragging this on longer than it should be. Bye.